These rooms contain the written memory of Surrey dating back to the mid-12th century. These documents are unique. They don't exist anywhere else, so we have to preserve them safely. We've got two large strong rooms like this and the smaller one which is colder and drier for storing photographs in. People come into the foyer every day. We're open with a plastic bag of something or other that they think might be of interest. Because we've only got 6 miles of shelving here, we have to be quite careful about how we use our space. Our job as custodians of the written memory of the county is to reflect that in our collections and then make those collections accessible and relevant to anyone who is or does not know they are interested in history. It's a constant battle to spread awareness of what we do. We were thinking about how archives can help us to be well, but also enable us to understand how our ancestors kept themselves well through the centuries. Different things that we may have forgotten today, but actually still resonate very strongly with us.
This is going to be the shortest game
Beautiful. Made by young people and youth workers.
We went to the archives and we went got a tour of the archives and looked through the historical records, books and maps and loads of different stuff. So on this big sheet we've been writing all the things that keeps us well or happy. Yeah. And everyone put energy drinks. But other people put music, baking, colouring, animals. This whole section's got cats.
This week we're just using up the rest of the pasta and sauce. Next week we're doing fajitas.
Who decides the menu?
The kids, when we do our planning.
Oh, right.
They're always like, can we cook this? Yep. I've worked here for 3 going on 4 years. I was a young person here since I was 12. I'm 22 now, almost 23, so 10, 11 years. Erin as well, the volunteer behind you, he also has been here forever.
I'd say the kind of primary goal of this place is to give people a chance to get away from everything, because the responsibilities at home are tough, so for them to be able to act how they want to act. So there used to be a youth centre around the Dolesford Park Lake called Lakers. So I started going there on a Tuesday when I was 11. And then I heard a couple of years later that they started doing one specifically for young carers. So I was like, I'm one of those. I popped down. I've been going ever since for the past decade. And then I kind of took the leap from being a young person to being a volunteer. Kat's kind of the same. She was a part of the Lakers as a young person. You turned to a young leader or something.
I was a young leader at 16, volunteer at 18, worker at nearly 19, and then the rest is history.
Julian was there when the groups came to the archives and got a tour of the archives.
So my job as public services and engagement manager is not just to bring people in to look at documents for their research, but it's to go out and find people and engage them with their written heritage, even though they didn't know they were actually interested in it in the first place. Surrey is and always has been a very diverse community. We did tours behind the scenes of the History Centre, and we wanted to get a good range of documents out to reflect different ways of keeping yourself well, but also different communities within Surrey. I've got them on the tables down here, and most of this table is taken up with images of the Gypsy Roma traveller community in Surrey. They're an important and often overlooked community. The earliest reference we've got to gypsies in Surrey is in the Lowesley papers, and I think it dates from the 16th century. They're not a community that leaves many written records. So often we rely on photographs and artwork to record their presence here. This is a family photograph album, and here we see them meeting up in 1888 and performing music. And you can see how they have inspired artwork themselves throughout the course of the 20th century.
Welcome everyone. Hello to a wet, windy afternoon. It's a bit miserable today, isn't it? Like I said, if anyone wants to come up and join me, give it a go. Does anyone know any other songs?
So what is it you're doing right here?
I am making a wonderful collage about heritage and feeling at home. So we're using a lot of symbols and pictures that represent what makes Romany culture special. Got boxing, so I come from a boxing family, so I was very happy to see this. I come from a showman family, and that showman family has a lot of Romany roots and a heritage. So I've met Dee and a lot of people running in within this event just through being connected to the community. My family probably entered fairgrounds in about 1840, 1850. My great-great-grandmother, who was probably one of the first, if not the first woman running a boxing show in British fairgrounds. And then it just continued, and now I'm a professional circus performer who performs stunts that are historically linked to fairground performance rather than big top circus. It's just what I love, and it's what I've always loved, and it's what I've grown up with. I love being able to continue a cultural legacy as well as show where I come from and show the cultural importance of what Romany gypsies and showmen have brought to the world of entertainment and culture in general. So yeah, for me it's very important.
Well, we lived in them. My mum had the big one, and that's where we lived. The grown-ups was in there, and the children would be underneath there, and to make space for them, you know, it brings back really lots of memories, you know. These are the pegs that the men used to just get a bit of wood and whittle it all down and everything, and then when they was got to this stage, they sell them out, and then they go to the doors, knocking on the doors, selling pegs to the neighbours or whoever needed them. And then they made all of these flowers. They actually were very good workmen and craftsmen, but then I think they all could turn their hand at a lot of things, you know, things that we've forgotten about.
What's the scrape paper for?
So these are going to be to make paper roses.
Where did you learn this?
My mum, my sisters. What they traditionally they'd do is they'd carve wood to make flowers and then dip them in dye. But as time went on and different things changed, we pick up different things to do. I just put 2 dobs on, and then you go in and fill your gap, and then you just build your layers up.
So therapeutic. Right, this is me as a child. The one behind is me and my mother. That's me in my granny's backyard with the horses. I came back from hospital and I lived with me granny from a baby. She didn't have a lot, but you know, whatever she had, she would share and she would give. Granny had the house at the front, and then when you came out the back door, there was a yard there and we had stables there. So we've always been with horses and stables and well, all the animals really. My granny used to get pigs trotters and then she'd bake them. They used to make me feel a bit dodgy, looking at little feet.
How old was you when you first started going up picking?
Oh, when I was newborn, I went newborn.
And how old are you now?
80.
Yeah. So you've seen a lot then in your time.
Yes. Oh, I've seen a lot, yes. These are down at the Opfields in Kent, Aunt Rose, my other Aunt Liza. We had holidays, but it was different because our holidays we all mucked together and we all met up. We used to go up picking every year, pack all the lorry. We lived in a wooden hut when we was up picking, and it was just wooden, but Granny used to bring stuff with her to make it comfortable, and all the children mucked in, picking the hops and everything, and that was really like our holiday as well.
You're right, there was a lady, I think Mrs. Tice, who run hop picking holidays, and that was the point, is that you'd come and do your...
Yeah, that's how they used to be, and the way they were all dressed. They all had that sort of dress, do you know what I mean? Oh, that's like me granny, yeah.
She's like her, but not her. But
no, she always smoked a clay pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I want you to pick up to 10 words from this, what you've written, and I want you to put them into a short story or a poem, okay?
I was walking along the beach, taking in the nature, thinking about how wonderful my mum and my kids were, and the friendships that make me the type of person I am today. I decided that I'd like to write about all the experiences I've had.
Oh, she's good. She's good.
Another thing that the young people we've been working with on this project have really picked up on are this tremendous series of albums, scrapbooks produced by the Women's Institute in the 1960s, 1970s. Anything that they could record about their locality, where the school was, where the church was, what sort of houses were going up there, but also the nature, the plants growing in the area, birds that sang in the trees. And this is not just people taking notice of what's around them, it's people coming together to do a group activity. So these scrapbooks have been enormous fun, and we found with the youth group and the Halow group, they would sit and go through every page. They just couldn't get enough of it. I remember that. My gran had one of them. It was just great.
What are we doing today? Farncombe, and what are we doing at the moment? Waiting for the bus.
What keeps me happy is that I really like spending time with friends at Halow, because every time I'm at Halow I'm a very happy person because I'm with all my friends.
Hello, hello. What are you doing?
I'm cutting this branch right now.
And what are we making? A fence, yeah, excellent.
Are you enjoying your activity?
Yeah. That's so good today. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what I've enjoyed with Nicole, I'd say the nature walk, but not only the nature walk have I enjoyed. As well as that, I'd say I've enjoyed like the painting. We got to like paint and like made stickers and things, and that was really nice.
Did Halow pick out these particular images?
They did see them at the archives, yeah. They were drawn to quite a few different things. So they liked the maps that we were looking at. There were also some boxing pictures. They liked the birds, somebody's bird watching journal. So what this person liked to do was go outside and slow down and notice the things that were all around him, and that made him feel well. And then he would document and draw the birds that he saw. Once you've picked one of these, I've got a shape just here, and we're going to draw around them. So these plates were created last week by the Halow group. We were thinking about things that they enjoy doing with other people, so coming together as a community or friends or family, spending time together, eating. Some people were saying they like playing sports with other people.
Did you enjoy painting the plate?
Yeah.
What did you paint on your plate?
Basketball.
How does it make you feel, basketball?
Happy.
Now what you're going to do is use the pen to push in and make patterns. You're going to do it gently like you're drawing.
Yeah, gently.
So a medium.
How does doing art make you feel?
Doing art makes me feel relaxed, calm and at ease. I would find myself with peace and comfort whenever I do this creativity type of stuff.
So in the winter, lots of birds fly away to other places, to warm climates. But some birds stay here and they find it very difficult to find food. So we're going to today make some cakes for birds.
Yay! A cake?
It's not for us to eat because it's made out of...
Not us to eat?
It's made out of lard, so this is fat. We don't want to eat this.
Do you teach everyone the method of the cake? Like that?
I do.
You show me.
Cake? Yes.
Cake for birds.
Yes.
Cake
I do
for
that.
birds. Put some more seeds in. Then give it another really good mix.
We're going to put some string through the bottom, like this. And then we're going to tie a knot.
If you want help tying knots, just let us know.
I'm not happening. I did it. Look, I got it. Go.
And then we're going to put the fat in that pot. Ooh. Okay.
Whoa.
That sounded very, like, you're very much enjoying it.
So these are bean mosaics that the groups made in a previous workshop. And there's a document in the archives, or lots of documents by a lady called Gertrude Jekyll. So she was kind of recording objects and places that she felt people might not see in the same way as technology advances. So we're thinking about things that they want to preserve or share with people in the future.
Gertrude Jekyll was transforming the way that we do gardening today. She was interested in texture, light, and the local natural materials of Surrey. So we also have hundreds of her photographs here in a collection. These are photographs taken around 1900. It all shows her interest in the spirit of place that is given by a locality. At the time when the 20th century was gathering pace and homes were being fitted with modern gadgets, people took notice of what was around them and enjoyed the flowers of the hedgerows and fields that grew in Surrey over 100 years ago. And I think this feeds into what keeps us well. She was interested in that quiet beauty that you see in the countryside.
So what we could do is maybe think of a colour each and look for that colour when we're walking.
Shall we go?
Let's go. Wow, I never would have spotted that. I think if you look up or you look down, you might be able to see some red. You've spotted lots of green.
Yep.
It's pretty hard to miss, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, look. Okay, let's keep going. Can you hear the birds?
Yep.
Nice. Is the light coming through?
It's a little bit from this angle. Oh, lovely.
So each of these buttons is a different sound. A is the rustling leaves. And then what you were seeing me doing was just trying to find some chords. I might do the chords again, to be honest. I'm just trying to find the right placement of them.
Projects like What Keeps Us Well are so important because we are able to work with experts in the community like the working youth groups.
So you've made a track.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's ready to go. It's ready to go, ready to be exported. All right. Export audio. We're gonna call it Static Tokyo.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Call it Static Tokyo 2, because otherwise it will delete that one. Yeah?
That's amazing. I may actually use this. Yeah.
You produced it. You produced it, so you're more than welcome to use it.
One thing we feel really strongly about is that the groups we work with are not siloed. They do come together, they do meaningfully collaborate and co-create together. Handing over responsibility to a group of community artists was really powerful.
So we have got masks, we've got do not disturb signs. Who's seen one of these before? Do not disturb. So that when you want a little bit of quiet time, you can just put do not disturb on your door.
Often we get people asking us, how do you know it's going to work? What will the outcomes be? But actually, if you trust people, if you trust communities, you get the most fantastic outcomes, and that's what we're all about.
Now you're coming on Saturday the 13th of December. All the different working youth groups are going to come together, and then it's going to be an exhibition in the new year as well.
What we really liked here was this poem written by the Women's Institute, because it includes a couple of lines which will be used as the theme for the art call out.
And facing now the yet to be, they give one backward glance and see,
woven into the days of stress,
the golden threads of thankfulness.
A.F. Freeman.
So hopefully we'll get a lot of artwork back that's been inspired by those lines from Shalford in 1921.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Is that all right?
We came up with the idea because some people don't like to talk, and the fact that we could just have a box that people could contribute to without actually putting their names or anything like that, but still feel like they've taken part. It was in the hive for about 4 weeks. Wow, it was quite more than what you probably thought in here.
Oh, it's like a tombola.
It's like a tombola.
Mine one says playing on phones and basketball and my friends and being unique.
And I've got nature, learning, walking, good food, good family, good friends, dogs.
This one says, watching the innocence of my grandchildren whilst they play, hearing them sing when they're making up rhymes. The company of my husband when the day is done and we all come together and tell each other about our days.
The box is still giving.
Well, we've got some postcards as well.
Nice.
So we are looking at the What Keeps Us Well exhibition. We're really excited to share it because it really brings to life what we're all about, I think, in terms of everyone being included, everyone sharing what's important to them, and people coming together from different community groups.
Yeah, and a really good artwork that kind of shows that is this community map over here. So this has got a selection of loads of different people's artworks from the youth groups, from Halow, from the GRT community, all kind of combined into this. All the artwork on there is created by people in the community groups, and then it's all been scanned in, and then it's been created by a few different artists that have also worked with us as facilitators on this project. So it really is a big collaboration.
It's beautiful, and I think what's interesting is that there's a huge amount of crossover between what we found in the archives and what keeps people well today. So if you think about the relevance of looking through those archives now, both in terms of well-being but also as an inspiration point, a jumping off point to be creative, I think this just shows you how valuable the archive is.
Definitely. So we've got nature down here, crafting, being outdoors, flowers, birds, pets, exercise, home.
Yeah, and I think that kind of leads us on nicely to our open call.
We've got some of the winners and some of the runner-ups on display here. This is the under 18 visual winner. This piece is called Memory. It's about this young artist's grandparents, and she's thinking about what keeps her grandma well. So family, being with friends, other people around her.
And then we've got the under 18s runner-up, which is Amelie's String of Life. And what the judges loved about this one is there was a lot of thought that went into the detail of what keeps Amelie well. but also the fact that she was acknowledging that sometimes on your journey to wellbeing you can feel calm, you might feel neutral, you might also feel angry and fearful.
The judges also chose these two photographs as some of the favourites. So that's Into Prayers over there, which to me feels very peaceful.
We have here the winner of the Over 18s Visual Arts. This is Oleski's series of miniature portraits, and the judges were all really drawn to them. They're taken from small moments throughout the day, which Alexi kind of recognised was to enable him to de-stress during a time of intense transition for him, because he'd come to the UK from his home country of Ukraine. Obviously, again, we didn't know any of the detail of this at the time, but artistically, the judges were drawn to just the beauty of these very tiny pieces, the capturing of the day-to-day, beautiful use of colour, light and shade. And yeah, we're really lucky to have the original collection here. They're absolutely beautiful. One of my favourite pieces was the winner of the Under 18s writing, which is just around here. So Soraya's piece on wellness was just so powerful. And this idea of kind of understanding, what does wellness mean? What is wellness? And can we kind of be forced to be well? Just a really striking, powerful piece. And really excited because tonight Surrey is coming to perform it as a spoken word piece.
We've been sold a version of WOW that is sterile and cold, a lie we're forced to believe till old. A generation of houses with porch lights on, praying nobody notices that they've just gone. But notice that's a house instead of a home, because home is safety, a house above. A hollow display, a stage room lie. We polish the windows but the soul runs dry. What keeps us well isn't structural pride, but the courage to let the cold in, to be seen from the inside.
I'm really proud of everybody's work that's here and the exhibition and how it's turned out. And I think everyone in it should feel proud of themselves as well. I've kind of mainly worked with the Halow group, I guess, and they've just been amazing. So much fun, so open-minded, just up for giving everything a go. I feel like I've learned so much as well, working with different community groups, working in the archives with the heritage. And I know Nadine really enjoyed working with the youth groups as well.
Yeah, and I've mainly worked with the GRT community, and again, they've been so welcoming and shared so much of their heritage and culture. I've learnt so much, just really enjoyed spending time with them, getting to know them, getting to understand their heritage across all generations, different types of art form. So yeah, I think it's a really strong partnership that we hope to continue beyond this project. It's been a real privilege to meet everybody, to give a platform to their stories, their heritage, their creativity. It's really exciting for us to actually showcase our work and celebrate it and remind ourselves of why we exist, and we can't often party. So today is a chance for us to celebrate all of that and make sure we party.
Would you like to share yours?
Wow.
Gypsy boy, got your girls down in glass, they think you're a trickster. Go in there, see you dance, they'll never forget you, boy.